Donna J. Jodhan presents Your Mental Stretch with Donna podcast, a monthly podcast that shows you how to use your mind and imagination to help you become more productive at what you do. Donna shows you how easy it is to get rid of cobwebs and clutter in your mind and imagination, and to spark and stimulate your creative juices. The mental stretch can be done anywhere, at any time of the day, and for any length of time. See how you can overcome trauma, drama, and stress by engaging in Donna's mental stretch. For after all, the mental stretch is just another way for you to relax, recharge, regurgitate, and renew. No more stress and sadness. No more feelings of being overwhelmed and being overtaken. Sit back and let Donna show you how her mental stretch can help you to be free from those everyday challenges and irritants. It's time to start your mental stretch.
Hello everyone, and happy 24 to all of my listeners. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone had a great month of December, a great Christmas holiday season where you got to give, to share, and to spread peace, love, and joy amongst everyone else. So Happy New Year, everybody. And it's off to January 2024 for my mental stretch. I want to thank all of you for having come in to listen to me, to share your thoughts, your comments, your feedback, everything that you have done for me, because it is only through you and with you that I could continue to do this. So thank you for your thoughts, your comments, your feedback, and your suggestions. Most welcome. I want to thank my good friend Victor Gouvier for having stuck with me over the last few months. Victor has now left for a bit of a sabbatical as he takes time off to deal with some personal issues. I wish him the very best, and I thank him most sincerely for having helped to get the mental stretch started. Thank you, Victor. And I thank my dear little brother, Mike Cicello, for continuing to produce my show. I'm extremely grateful to you, Mike, for your thoughts, your suggestions, and your advice and your tips. Now, please keep them coming to me at either askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or to my personal email address, which is Donna Jodhan, DONNA JODHAN @gmail.com. Okay? Donna Jodhan @gmail.com. People have asked me over the last few months, so what is the purpose of your mental stretch? I developed this strategy several years ago in answer to problems that I personally was having with such things as trauma, drama, stress, distress, and dealing with things like unexpected circumstances when I needed to deal with time crunches, reorganizing my schedule, reorganizing my time. I kind of thought, it's time for me to take control and take charge of my life. And I did this by developing the mental stretch. Because if you could have stretches for different parts of the body, why not have stretches for your mental capabilities, your mental abilities, your mental resources? My mental stretch is meant to manage, control, and take charge of your mind and imagination, where you get to clear your mind and your imagination of clutter and cobwebs, and where you get to spark your imagination stimulate your creative juices. And this is why I call it the MIC principle, where you get to work on your mind, your imagination, and your creative juices. MIC. We know that January could be one of the most difficult months. Not only is it in the middle of winter, it is also a month where we worry so much about paying off the debts that we incurred during the holiday season. Now we got to pay them off. And part of conquering this anxiety is to be able to deal with it mentally. And my mental stretch shows you how to, deal with all of this, your trauma, your drama, your stress, and your distress. You can do it at any time of the day. You can do it anywhere. And you can do it for any length of time. Okay? In the comfort and warmth of your bed, as you relax in your relaxing recliner or your relaxing chair in your living room or your den, as you sit at your kitchen table, even as you sit in your office, or take a walk in the park, or walk along the street. You can also use my mental stretch as you sit anywhere, at a function, at a party. Just think about it. The mental stretch, where you get to recharge, regurgitate, reformat, refresh, and to renew yourself. It's very logical, it's very realistic, okay? It makes sense. It's the common sense approach to dealing with your mental well-being. And this is what my mental stretch is all about. Right. So for this month of January, which I called one of the most difficult months, not just because of the weather, but because of having to pay off those irritating credit card debts and deal with other kinds of debts, let's start by concentrating one at a time on one of our senses to help us out. For this segment, we're going to use the sense of hearing. And keep in mind that you can also use the sense of hearing in combination with other senses. So the suggestions I have for you for the sense of hearing are as follows. Think of listening to a sizzling fire. A sizzling fire as you sit in your den or your living room. The fire is sizzling nicely, but it also emits a smell of burning wood to you. Isn't that nice? Sense of hearing, you're hearing the sense of hearing the sizzling fire, and you're smelling the burning wood of the fire. You can also imagine seeing the flames playing around lazily in the fireplace, chasing each other lazily. So here you're not only using the sense of hearing, you're using the sense of smell and the sense of sight. And trust me when I tell you, as you concentrate or imagine this sizzling fire, what happens here is that this enables the body, okay? And I'm going to turn this thing off. Oh boy. All right. I just turned off this foolish old clock here. It's not going to give me any irritants about anything because I'm going to use my own strategy to ignore it. All right. So think of it, and soon enough you will find that your body enables you, or the body starts to react, and soon it sends messages to the mind, and it sends messages to your imagination, and soon your body starts to, it wakes up the mind and the imagination. Okay? That I can tell you for sure. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Right, let's go to our next suggestion. Soft music. Soft music is one of the greatest tonics for mental calmness. And I suggest that for this suggestion, you think of soft music. Okay? And my third suggestion, think of wind bouncing against the window. And at this time of the year, you're going to hear that a lot. Wind bouncing against the window. These are my suggestions for the sense of hearing. And if you want to learn more, send me an email to askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com or to my personal email, which is donnajodhan@gmail.com. Okay? So that is my little segment on how you use the sense of hearing to continue with your mental stretch. Okay? Now let's go to my next segment as we continue on with our mental stretch. All right. It's all about using the sense of smell. Okay? And as I keep saying, you can use the sense of smell in conjunction with other senses. But now we're going to concentrate on the sense of smell. Okay? Smell this. A bowl of nice hot soup. It could be any kind of soup. Chicken noodle, mushroom. It could be tomato. It could be anything. I prefer a nice creamy soup. But you know how this helps you with your mental stretch? Think of it. The first thing that happens is that you smell the soup. The second thing that happens is that it starts to go or resonate through your body. The third thing that happens is that the sense of taste kicks in and it starts to roll off your tongue. Okay? So the sense of smell is where you smell it, your nostrils are tickled into action, and then your tongue picks up the paste and tastes the soup. You can also think of seeing the bowl of soup in front of you. Why not? And soon enough, these messages resonate up to your mind and your imagination and your creative juices. Okay? How about the smell of firewood? I told you in my previous segment about a sizzling fire. Firewood now. Smell the firewood. Let it circulate through your nostrils. Let this start to come up through your body, from your toes to your legs to your knees, up, up, up. And soon it's at the door of your mind and your imagination. Ah, yes, your mental stretch. Or the smell of a hot drink. Yeah, nothing better than smelling a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of nice herbal tea or even a cup of coffee. Let this resonate. Let it go and start in your nostrils. Smell it. Then let the body take over and allow the smell to start drifting upwards from your toes, up, 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 up to your mind and your imagination. Okay? Right. So that's it for my suggestions for the sense of smell. Okay? Okay. For my next segment, we're going to use the sense of taste. Okay? Think of tasting a bowl of nice, warm, buttery mashed potatoes Yes, indeed. Mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I simply adore mashed potatoes. Yes. Okay. So you think of mashed potatoes. Think of tasting the mashed potatoes. Think of smelling it as well. So you're going to combine your sense of smell and your sense of taste. All right? You can even visualize a bowl of mashed potatoes in front of you. Yes. Allow your nostrils and your tongue to do the waking up. And soon the messages are going to start resonating through your body from your toes upwards. Think of it, think of it, think of it. And then your mind and imagination start to clear of cobwebs and clutter. Okay? Yorkshire pudding. I love Yorkshire pudding. Some people may not. So, this suggestion is simply using the sense of taste. Taste the nice, warm Yorkshire pudding rolling off your tongue. Okay? A beef roast. You see, for this segment, I'm leading you through the typical ingredients of a dinner. Mashed potatoes, beef roast, and Yorkshire pudding. The beef roast, smell it. Smell it as it bakes. Smell it as it cooks. Listen to it sizzling in your oven. And now you taste it. Ah, yes, the mental stretch. Helping you to deal with trauma, stress, distress, concerns, time crunches, everything like that. Okay? All right, and for the last segment of this week, I want to concentrate on using the sense of touch. All right? You can use the sense of touch to help you again clear the mind and the imagination of cobwebs and clutter, and to stimulate and spark your creative juices. It is very important to have a mental stretch, because if you can have a stretch for everything else, why not our mental resources or mental abilities or mental capabilities? So let's concentrate now on the sense of touch. Cold snowballs. You might be saying, oh, Donna, you're crazy. No, Donna's not crazy. Just pick up a snowball in your hand. Feel the coolness, in fact, the coldness of it. Gives a jolt to the body, doesn't it? And from your toes upwards, everything starts to wake up. The body is jolted into action, and soon the body says, hey mind, hey imagination, time to wake up. I've got work for you to do. And that's what a cold snowball, the touch of a cold snowball would do. Okay? Next, a warm plate. Put your hands around a warm plate. And again, it's the opposite effect of the cold snowball. But it is the same effect in that it wakes up the body. The fingertips start things rolling by saying, oh my gosh, I'm feeling something nice and warm. Cozy, cozy, cozy. And soon it starts to resonate one more time by starting with the toes and going upwards. Okay? And then the imagination wakes up and says, hey, time to get rid of those cobwebs and all that clutter, unnecessary clutter. And then it calls out to the creative juices to get going, sparking and stimulating the creative juices. This is what a warm plate, putting your hands around a warm plate, can do. Same with a warm kettle. Put your hands around a warm kettle. I'm not saying a hot kettle now. I'm saying a warm kettle. And it's the same effect it would have as a plate would have. All right? Good. These are my suggestions for the sense of touch, using the sense of touch with the mental stretch for this month, the month of January 2024. I think that these are some good ways for you to get going. If you want to communicate with me on anything for this month, please send me an email to my personal email address, donnajodhan@gmail.com, or to my other address at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com. Keep your thoughts, your suggestions, your comments, and your feedback coming. Please do. And if you want to get any notes on any of these suggestions I'm giving to you, do not hesitate to do so, and I can send you the show notes. Okay? Let's move on to something else. Okay? We are going to have some alphabetic motivators, and it's up to the letter E. The letter E. Let's think of this. Edify. Think of edifying yourself or edifying a person with something you want done or something you think should be done. Edify. Edifying, a similar way as edify. Okay? Effervescent. It's not a bad idea to be an effervescent person. Effervescent can be thought of as being refreshing. So Jane is an effervescent person. She is refreshing. She knows how to stimulate people. Elegance. Someone is, there's a touch of elegance in the air. There's a touch of elegance in the ambiance. Think of sitting in a restaurant and there's a touch of elegance. Or a piece of clothing. There's a touch of elegance to this piece of clothing. Okay? Elegant. An elegant looking piece of clothing. An elegant looking person. An elegant anything. Okay? Elegant. Eloquent. I like the word eloquent. It's a nice word to use when describing something that really catches your attention. Enchanting. I won't sing the bars to the opening bars to Some Enchanted Evening. Well, enchanting, is another way to describe a situation or someone. Enchantment. Something is an enchantment to you. Think of it that way. Enthusiasm. You have enthusiasm for doing something or for seeing something or for creating something. Enthusiastic. You're enthusiastic about something. You want to do something today. You're enthusiastic about wanting to do it today. Entertaining. An entertaining person, an entertaining song, an entertaining moment, an entertaining show. Entertaining. Exciting. Think of using this word when you want to breathe some refreshments into some situation or some circumstance. Okay? An exciting moment. An exciting time, an exciting story. Okay? Expectant. Again, I like this word because what it does is this. Expectant. Expectant. You're expecting something. It's expectant. Same as expecting. You are expecting something to happen. Excellent. This is it can sometimes be viewed as a misused word, excellent. But I like using it when I am pleased with something. Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent. I am pleased. Excellent. This is going to work. So it's used a lot in a comment. Experienced. Well, experience can be used when you say, I'm experienced at doing this. I'm experienced at saying this. I'm experienced because I know something. Exuberant. Similar to exciting. Exuberant. You're exuberant about something. Okay? So that's it for the letter E. Think of using the letter E to help you with your mental stretch. Now for my quotes to ponder. And here is what this quote is going to be like. Okay? I hope you always forgive. I hope you never regret. And I hope you always find the opportunity to help someone when you can get. Okay? Let me read the quote in its entirety to you. I hope always forgive. You never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Okay? It's a quote from My Wish by Rascal Flatts. And again, if you really like to have a copy of this quote, please send me an email to AskDonna on blindlife@gmail.com or to my personal email address, which is donnajodhan@gmail.com. Okay, here we go. Here is a brain teaser for you for this week. Okay. What is your favorite snack? Think of wanting to have your favorite snack whenever you feel a little bit down or a little bit you need to have things recharge for you. What is your favorite snack? Mine is onion rings. I love onion rings. When I start to crunch the onion rings, I feel good. I feel really good. May not be the best snack, but it's a good snack for me. Right. I'm going to ask you for your favorite alphabetical names. Okay? Beginning with E. For me, my favorite alphabetical names for a little boy is Eric. E-R-I-C. Eric. For a girl, it is Erin. E-R-I-N. What's yours? Think of it. Just let your imagination and your mind stretch a bit to find out what your favorite names beginning with E could be. All right. And finally for this week, or this month, I have a wishable for you. And here it is. Okay? A can of creativity. This is a virtual wish. Okay? I'm going to send you a can of creativity. Folks, this is it for me for this week. I thank you very much. Or I keep saying this week, this month. Thank you very much for tuning in. I wish you a great rest of the month, a great day, and you guys take care, stay safe, stay well, and I will talk to you again next month. Bye for now.
That's it for this month. Donna hopes you enjoyed your mental stretch for today. She invites you to write at AskDonna on blindlife@gmail.com. Share your thoughts and feedback. Stay well and stay safe. Until next month.